I was at the grocery store this morning and they had this massive bin of pumpkins out for 50 cents, which is unheard of at this time of year. So I grabbed a few of the nicest ones and I thought I would do a quick off-the-cuff, no-carve floral pumpkin tutorial. The minimalist in me is not big on festive decor, but the color of this peach pumpkin was just calling to me. Which brings us back to my home art studio, aka my kitchen counter. Welcome back. The pumpkins are a bit dirty, so I'm just giving them a quick wipe down and drying them off before I start drawing on them. For this project, all you'll need is a paint pen. I tried out a few different ones to see which one I liked the best, and this oil-based Sharpie paint pen was the winner by far. It dries almost instantly, which is huge when you're wanting to get something finished quickly. So let's start with a few basic shapes. I'll start with a little sprig, a really simple rounded diamond leaf shape at the top with a curved line coming down for the stem, and I'll add a few more leaves coming out of the stem. I'll add a few more of these around the pumpkin, not worrying too much about placement right now. Next, I'm going to come in and draw a few little berries. Just a little circle with a dot in it for the berry, with two leaf shapes right below each berry and a curved stem joining them all together. Take a look while I add a few more. All of the elements I'm adding to this pumpkin are really simple. I want to get this done while my little one has her snack in her high chair, so I'm not spending any time adding any little details or worrying too much about my line work. The next element I'm going to add is a daisy type flower. Just draw a little cluster of dots in the shape of a circle and then come in and add some loose elongated petals all the way around it. Again, there's nothing special here. We're keeping things really simple. I'm adding a little stem and some leaves to the daisy, and that's it. I'll add a few more around the pumpkin, just drawing them in wherever there's a space I want to fill. Next, I'm going to come in and draw a 5-petal wild rose. Start with a little cluster of small circles, surrounded by 5 petals that are almost a really loose M shape. Add a couple simple leaves and that's it. I'll move the pumpkin around and find a few places that need a little something and sketch in more of these roses. Next, I'm drawing this little U-shaped flower. Just draw a U shape and close the top with a wiggly line. Join the two U's together with a couple of stems and add some leaves. On their own, this design is nothing special, but added in with the other elements and they look just so sweet. Here we go with a couple more U's, followed by a simple line for the stem and a few leaves. The pumpkin is really starting to fill up, but I do have some smaller spaces that I want to fill in. So I'm going to come in with another little daisy, just a lot smaller than the first design we did. For this daisy, I'm just using one little circle for the center, followed by some small petals that extend all the way around it. And there you have it, a floral pumpkin that you can finish up in under 10 minutes. Now I'm going to do a second one on a white pumpkin. My Sharpie was running a bit low, so I'm trying out this Craft Smart brand water-based paint pen from Michaels. I actually really like how this one flows, but it takes a lot longer to dry, so I'm going to work my way around the pumpkin instead of jumping all over from place to place this time. That way I'll be able to avoid touching the lines as they dry. I'm going to use the exact same basic shapes here. The little sprig of leaves, the 5-petal rose, the little U-shaped bloom, a few daisy-style flowers, both the big one with the dotted center and the tiny ones with a tiny circle center. I'm just going to keep repeating these 5 designs over and over until the entirety of the pumpkin is filled in. If you're going to try this, the main advice I'd want you to have is to work quickly, try not to touch your lines as they dry, and don't overthink what you're doing. Some of the flowers and leaves are going to end up wonky and misshapen. That's just part of working on an uneven surface. I promise you, once all the elements are together, they'll look fantastic. And porch ready. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you give this little project a try, I'd love to hear how it turned out. Happy fall, friends. Until next time. Bye-bye.